You're good. You're live.
What's happening, everybody? It's your big homie Doe checking in one time for the one time back with another episode of Donuts with Doe. And today's guest, we have 4-0 professional boxer Ryan Shawtime. Shaw, how you doing, bro?
I'm good, man.
How you feeling, champ?
I'm ready. I'm just ready to fight, man. I'm just ready to get in there and show what I can do.
Okay,
I'm ready.
okay. Hey, sorry. Stay ready so you never have to get ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
But man, we have you here on this nice Saturday morning in Murfreesboro, Tennessee at Spread the Positive Production Studio. Man, and you're actually a Nashville native.
Yeah.
And what part of Nashville are you from?
I say between Northeast Nashville, kind of back and forth.
That's what everybody says.
Yeah. That's Northeast Nashville.
So
back and forth.
Northeast Nashville, what neighborhood?
So 14th Avenue North over in that area.
Okay.
Yeah. Over on 14th Ave. Yeah. Not too far from Metro Center.
Okay.
Yeah, not too far from Metro Center.
Got you. So your upbringing, was it both parents in the household? Any siblings?
Yeah. So well, my parents split, but I'll stay with my mom's growing up. I got to see my pops, but grew up with my mom's and my other two sisters in the house. So
And are these older?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm the youngest. Yeah. We're all 2 years apart.
Okay. Yeah. So it's not that big of age gap.
Nah, not that big.
And since you being the only male in the household, the only testosterone, how was that coming up with all females in the house?
They were tough. They were tough females. It wasn't, they were tough. They were really tough. And they kept me on game with a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So they roughed me up too. My older sisters, they roughed me up.
Any black eyes? Any, who got who in the pillow fights?
I can remember, but the oldest out of two sisters I have, the oldest she was the toughest.
Okay.
She was the toughest on me.
So she stayed on your head.
Yeah. She was the toughest on me.
All right, man. And with sisters, I mean, older sisters are going to teach you a lot of things.
Yeah.
When you say that being the only male in the house, is that would you attribute that to some of your competitive edge, as trying to compete in the household since you are the male there?
I wouldn't necessarily say compete, but because I was the only male, I'll admit it now. My mom used to say I'm spoiled. I used to deny, but I'll admit it now. Because I was the only male, I was spoiled, so it was never really any competition.
Okay. Man, so take us back to your elementary and your middle school days.
Elementary, middle school, I was into basketball. That was my thing. I played like small rec league when I was 11. Started when I was 11 and 12. Then middle school, I ended up playing 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. But yeah, I was elementary school, 4th grade. I was bad. I don't know what it was, but I stayed in trouble.
So you getting kicked out of class?
I didn't even. It wasn't fighting or anything. I would just do stuff. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that I shouldn't be doing it, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Typical boy stuff.
Yeah, that's how I was in elementary school. Then middle school, I really didn't get in trouble a lot. Middle school was just, I don't know, it was kind of a breeze for me. Middle school was.
Okay, and that's where you picked up basketball in middle school?
Yeah, basketball became serious when I was in middle school, like 7th, 8th grade. That's when it became really serious because I started playing like AAU, the travel basketball. So that's when it became serious, was 7th and 8th grade.
Okay, but was you nice?
Yeah, I was nice. You can ask some of the people around the city, like, I was nice. I had a nice handle. I had lockdown defense. I was a floor general. Like I was like a Chris Paul.
Okay.
Yeah.
CP.
Yeah, I was like a CP, and I don't give myself credit a lot, but I will say like I can lock down anybody in the city.
Okay.
At
Put it
that
on the
time, at
table.
that time, at
Put
that
it on the
time.
table, man. Tell them what you about out here,
Yeah.
man. So you go from starting basketball in middle school, and you went to Hunter's Lane.
Yeah, yeah.
And did your love for basketball grow as you went into high
Yeah,
school? And
yeah. That's
how did that develop?
so of course going into high school, you know, you want to be a freshman playing varsity. Like that's a goal. That was a goal
Right.
for me. It was like being that freshman that plays varsity, but of course it didn't work out that way. So I played freshman ball. I did good. Sophomore year, that's when I played JV and they dressed me varsity.
Okay.
So the way it worked at Hunter's Lane, it was like, sophomore year is your learning year. Then junior and senior year, then boom. But I have no doubt in my mind if I was taller, I probably would have played varsity my freshman year, and I probably would have started my sophomore year. I had no doubt in my mind about that.
I mean,
No doubt in
it
my
already
mind.
says, in your bio that you was all district. So
Yeah, yeah,
you must
yeah.
have been
I
doing.
was I was I was good. Like the goal was to go to college and play, but I just kind of took a different route and trying to play, D1 because that's the goal. Everybody, you don't hear how hard it is to try to play D1. It's hard. So that was my goal, was to try to play D1. But I said in high school I was pretty good. I ended up starting my junior year, and I like took advantage of that moment. Like the game they put me in there to start, I took advantage of that. After that game, I started the rest of the season. So yeah, I took advantage of that moment. And senior year was a big year, but I kind of noticed my senior year the intensity I had my junior year to prove a point. You know, Beginning of the season, somebody pointed out like, bro, when you was a junior, like you made sure you was, not saying that I was slacking, but my mentality. It was like when you was a junior, man, you would come in here and you would like, man, you was just 100%. But we kind of noticed like because it's your senior year and guaranteed to start, you kind of like your mentality is
You,
kind of easing up. So
you ain't had
yeah,
that
yeah,
mama
yeah,
mentality.
yeah,
So
yeah.
somebody
So,
pointed out
but
you.
nah, I
So
stay. I got it together, and we ended up having a winning record. At the end of the season, but we made it to regional, and we got put out in regions. So
okay.
yeah.
But man, with you being a point guard, and point guards having to run the team, what kind of attributes did that give you to be able to navigate through life right now at this stage?
Well, man, it's crazy because I just feel like, and I'm starting to realize it from my mom's telling me and just like former coaches telling me, like, I've always been a leader. I've always been a leader. No matter where I go, no matter what team I play on, no matter what I'm doing, I'm always a leader. Cause I don't know. I guess when I come around, people just get that type of energy about me.
Okay.
And so just having, certain coaches throughout high school and travel ball, you know, they just kind of always put me in that position without me even knowing. And a lot of people looked up to me, because I was kind of the type to be off to myself, not really trying to, get into what everybody else is getting into. So, like I said, I've always just been in that leadership role. So I just make sure I'm on my P's and Q's, whatever I do. So
Okay.
yeah, even at jobs, man, people just I don't know what it is, but I've always had that, leadership quality, man.
Something about
Yeah, it's just
Brian.
something. Yeah, yeah. And I'm starting to realize that, like, dang, I guess, because, you kind of, I don't really give myself a lot of credit when it comes to a lot of things. So when people say stuff, I just be like, yeah, whatever. But now I'm starting to be like, okay, I got to own this. Like, this is who I am. You
you
know what I'm
you
saying?
gotta take it and run with it,
Yeah, you
man.
got to. That's where confidence come from.
People don't say things just to say them.
Nah, nah.
Especially if it's genuine. They really
Yeah,
telling you, "Hey, bro, you
yeah,
got it. You need to stick with this, or you need to go
yeah.
this direction, or whatever." Man, so from high school, we go to Western
Yeah, yeah,
Western Kentucky
yeah.
University in the great state of Kentucky, in
Yeah.
Bowling Green, Kentucky, the Hilltoppers.
Yep.
So, what was your college experience, knowing that from high school that you didn't take the route of playing basketball in college, but you went to college on a different, type of situation. So, what was that about?
Yeah, so actually I went to try to play basketball, which I had, like I said, I had no idea how hard it was to play D1. Like walking on there's like, it's politics to walking on, you know what I'm saying? And honestly, I went there too because me and my ex-girlfriend was like, hey, we're gonna go to the same college. So yeah, I went I did
I don't
that.
even want to talk about that.
Yeah. I did that. But the crazy thing is when I was there, for the time I was there, dude, I was in the gym every day, like getting up hundreds of shots and making hundreds of shots. Like wouldn't leave the gym until I made 500 shots. Like I was that type of person to where I was like, bro, I'm gonna do this. Like this is a hard route. I don't know if I'm a D1 athlete, but I'm gonna give it my all and see what happens. And of,
So,
of course that never happened, but I'm just happy that it worked out the way it did.
but the discipline it took to actually
Yeah,
stay in the gym and stay
yeah,
consistent, probably prepared you for
man.
where you at now.
Exactly.
Um,
Exactly.
so with that, level of training and putting yourself through
Yeah.
this type of discipline training and things like that, um, did that apply to your scholastic career?
Nah. Nah, cause man, I was like, I would go to class, but as soon as I have my gym stuff with me,
Oh,
like
okay.
as soon as I get out of class, I'm in the gym shooting shots.
Okay.
I got homework. I don't care. I'm gonna shoot these jump shots, and which I'm not. It's not. Wasn't good, but my mind just wasn't really on school. It was just like, bro, you know,
What was your major?
it was exercise science, and see,
How? What you was exercising? You
that's
didn't even,
another thing.
can't nobody teach you how to
That's
exercise.
another thing. It was like I didn't do my research before going because in high school, the program I was in, they just showed us certain majors, you know what I'm saying? Like basic ones. They didn't never like really tell us you can major in this, you can major in that. And my mom was just like, you know, I just picked something.
But you was exercising. You was exercising in the gym. You was getting up
Yeah,
500
nah,
shots.
that's
You,
that's true. But my mom was just like,
nah, I'm
dude,
just
this school stuff, man. And it was just like balancing that, balancing, wanting to play for a D1 college, then just balancing, life, just school life, and just trying to pursue what I wanted to do.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know it's probably kind of hard. It's really nothing to do in Bowling Green. You probably found yourself
nah,
in Louisville a lot of times. A lot of
I didn't even go there.
my God. So you was really
Yeah,
committed to
yeah, I
getting
was
that
just,
getting that
yeah,
that ball in. Okay,
yeah,
ball
yeah.
is life.
Nah, yeah, at the time it was for real. It was serious.
Okay, and so in your bio it says that during this time is where you found your passion for boxing, just training
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
stuff like that. So when did that switch flip?
So I was kind of going through some things, and I just needed, just something to kind of take my mind off what I was going through and take some anger out, a coping mechanism. And I was like, dude, I want to learn how to box. So end up transferring. Well, I was still training while I was at Bowling Green, but during the summer, I had found a gym here in Nashville and just started training there. And I was like, man, this is cool. Like, this is fun,
So,
I'm just doing this just to learn how to box. I don't nothing, no amateur fights, no pro career, nothing. That was so in the back of that wasn't even on my mind. That was not on the agenda. I just wanted to learn how to do it because I just needed something to take my anger out on.
could it have been anything else like mixed martial arts or jujitsu or anything else? Or why did boxing stick?
So a guy I went to high school with, I saw that he started boxing and doing a bunch of like, martial arts or whatever. And I just asked him, I was like, where do you train at? And he told me. So I just went down to that gym and like I said, started training there. Just wanted to learn how to do something else. Just wanted to mix it up a little bit.
Fun fact. Yeah, I got facts, baby. Did you know that one of Deontay Wilder's first amateur boxing matches was here in Nashville?
Nah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, see, boy, you come on a Donuts with Doe podcast and you learn something every day.
I
Yeah,
didn't know
but
that.
Ron Bomber was actually,
Yeah.
got his start in
That's
Nashville,
what's up,
and now he has a
man.
statue in Tuscaloosa.
Man.
I think I said that right. Don't get me. Don't quote me. But anyway, so we go from finding this passion
Yeah.
of boxing, just really just finding outlet, to deal with everything that you had going on.
Yeah.
After 3 years, you said you didn't graduate,
Nah.
but you put 3 years in. You might well just put that fourth one
Yeah.
in.
It
But
was more. It was
nah,
more so like two.
two.
Yeah. It was
Okay.
more so like two.
Do you have any plans on going back and finishing?
I would like to. I want to go into dental hygiene. That's what I would love to go into.
So
It's
after so
weird.
after you knock somebody's teeth out,
Yeah,
you want to
put
go
them.
put them
Yeah,
back
yeah.
in?
That's it's weird. That's
Wow,
what I.
wow,
Yeah, I want to go into dental
wow.
hygiene.
That's real savage. Yeah, bro. Pick up your teeth off the ring, bro. We gonna put them back in. Man. What
Yeah,
you want? Some
some
veneers?
veneers. Yeah,
Yeah, I got you, bro. Right after the match. Don't even worry about it. It's on me.
yeah, some veneers.
Okay, man. But so we training, we
Yeah,
falling in love with it, and I'm still trying to figure out how you fall in love with boxing. Are you sparring with anyone at this time?
yeah. Well, yesterday was my last day of sparring. Just this is my last week
Oh,
of
I was
training.
saying
I
at
just
the
at
time
the
that you
time, nah.
started.
So at the time, I just was taking classes for like maybe about a month, close to a month. Then they let me spar the guy that was teaching us the classes, and I was like, "Oh, okay, this is how it feels to get in there." But I
So
only
this
went like a round or two because I didn't like it's not as easy as it looked. Like before I started boxing, I would watch it and be like, why they not just going in there swinging at each other? Like just get it over with. But nah, it's
people
nah,
don't really understand the
nah,
the discipline it takes to be a
nah,
boxer because
nah.
we don't the outside looking in, the normal fan or the
Mm,
casual watcher doesn't understand technique or
yeah.
you know actual defensive stance or this or that. um so how much mental goes into boxing versus the physical?
Uh I say it could be 50-50. It could be 60-40. It could be 75-25. But I say for me, I say it's 60-40.
Okay.
Yeah, I say it's about 60-40.
And so at this point, like,
Depending on who you are.
okay, depending on,
Yeah, I just feel like depending on who you are, it could, you know.
I would, I feel like, it has to be mental, dude. A lot.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna be 75 mental for me
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
because,
Yeah.
I just can't deal with somebody punching me in the face. You know what I'm saying? Without just, hey, bro, you hit me a little too hard,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we had to take these gloves off. We had to go, but that's another thing of having to have discipline uh, in this science of boxing. You
Yeah.
know, I'd say it's entertainment, but it's an actual science to what
Yeah.
you're doing. So we go from training and falling in love again with the sport of boxing, and so what's the time period of, hey, I like boxing, to, hey, I want to try to fight somebody? What was that time
Uh
span?
it was about a year or so from when I first started. So honestly too, like I was just doing amateur, the 6 amateur fights I have. I just kind of did those just to do them. Like, let me see if I really like this. Because even doing that, I'm still trying to, find out, do I really want to do this? Do I really like it? You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how that went. And like, I hope I'm not jumping too far ahead, but I really didn't start falling in love with it until 2020.
Okay.
Yeah, I really didn't fall in love with it till about 2020 because it was just years of like, of course, training, but just kind of going through the motions because it's just like, bro, this is a different sport. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a whole different sport. So it was more so let me see, let me still fill it out. But say about 2020 is when I really started to be like, I can do this. I'm good at this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even trips out to California in 2017, 2018, the spar,
Okay.
go to a world class boxing gym where, when Pacquiao's in the US, he go trains there. Even going out there and working with like top level fighters, and I was doing good against them, and people would tell me, bro, you good. Like, you
Okay.
can do something. Even all of that, I'm still trying to see it myself. Like, all right, am I that good? So it was just a lot of years of just kind of being in my own head before I really started to fall in love with it.
And that's where I was gonna go with my next question. After coming home from Western, you not completing, what mindset or mind space or head space were you in, coming back home, sometimes, you might feel a bit of disappointment or somebody might look at you like, bro, you still in school? And you got to tell them,
Yeah,
hey, nah, man, I'm doing such and such in
yeah.
between time. So how was that part of your journey? Like, tell us, that adversity.
So when I came back here, I actually went to Vol State.
Okay.
And I was working a job, going to school, and trying to box. So I was working a third shift job from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m., then going to 8 a.m. class, then trying to train. So it came to a point where it was right. It came to a point where it was like, bro, school and a job or boxing and a job until boxing becomes the main job. And I just chose boxing and a job. And I mean, I'm not encouraging anybody, if you want to go to school, go to school. But I just found something that I love, and I'm just like, I love this, and this is the route I want to go.
Right, but like I said, your major was exercising, so you exercising the
Yeah.
whole time. It's like,
it
hey,
was it was a
you got
lot. It's a lot. It was a lot to win in the exercise
because
science.
it's a lot of people, it's a lot of people that didn't go to or finish school that ended
Yeah.
up being successful. And now with all the tools that we have, YouTube University, like
Man.
you really, I'm not going to say that you don't have to go to school. I think school teaches us about discipline, being
Yeah.
consistent, you know, waking up early
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
being on time for things. But though, you could get those same attributes from a job until, whatever passion that you have, you
Yeah.
can build on it, step into it full time. So we're gonna go into your amateur boxing matches. You were 4-0, I mean 4-2,
Yeah.
excuse me. Did you win your first match?
Yeah. Yeah. So my first match, I fought a guy with like 10 fights.
Okay.
They threw me in there with somebody that had like 10 fights. I won that one. Won that second one. I lost the third one. The two that I lost, or at least that third one, it was I just let like the moment get to me. I wasn't even throwing punches like that. And I was just like, dang. Then the last one I lost, the guy didn't even hit me. They said I was trying to box him too much. It's an amateur style, it's a pro style. They're like, if it was a pro fight, you would have won, but because this is amateur, he was coming forward, he got points, so they gave him the win. So yeah, I did 6 amateur fights, which is not a lot. It's not a lot. Well, people tell you it's not a lot, but like I said, I just know my ability. You know, I know that well, at the time, I knew my ability. I knew I was good, and I was just like, this is the route I want to take. I don't want to do any more amateur fights. But I will say, I was talking to my homie yesterday. I didn't give myself a chance to be as good of an amateur as I could have been. And it was just a lot of still trying to figure out. Do I really want to like stay 100% committed to this? And just you know get into my own head, just you know reacting to the negative thoughts of like, what if this happened, what if that happened. And I didn't give myself a chance to be a good amateur because a lot of people, you know they said I could have been a really good amateur. And it's a lady here, I won't name drop or anything, but here in the city in Nashville, she was a former, or she works with the Olympic team, the women's boxing Olympic
Mm,
team. And she told a guy, and word got back to me, she was like, I have no doubt in my mind that if Ryan would have stayed amateur, he could have competed on an international level, and he
mm.
could have been a really good amateur. And so when I heard that, that just, you know,
They gave you a little bit more
that
motivation.
gave me a little bit more motivation because a lot of people would say, like, they were like, dude, you are good. Like, you are good. And
Let me tell you a little something about having a vision and stepping out on faith and things like that. When God gives you, and I
yeah.
probably said this on, on multiple podcasts, but when God gives you a vision or a desire, He's always going to put people
Oh,
around your
yeah,
circle to
yeah.
reaffirm that
Yep.
you are doing the right thing, that this
Yeah.
is the route that you're supposed to go. So, that, bit of encouragement probably, created a monster.
Yeah.
It created a 4-0 professional boxer.
Yeah.
So what did you learn from those two losses that brought you to where you at now? You're a 4-0 professional boxer with an upcoming fight. So what
Yeah.
did you learn from those two losses?
Just, man, just believe in myself. That's really just believe in myself. Like, I have everything that I need. I have everything it takes. I just gotta believe in myself and trust myself and not let, the moment get to me. Cause it's not like I'm doing something like that I don't do every day. So it's just, yeah, I gotta just self belief, man. That's what I've been harping on too here lately. It's just self belief. Even if other people believe in me, it doesn't matter if I don't believe in myself. You know what I'm saying? So I just really been, you know, preaching
And
that to myself, just self belief. Like, I know myself, I know the vision, and just staying committed to both of those things, myself and the vision.
so how
Yeah.
much does faith play a part in, what you do as a boxer and, going forward, like going from amateur to pro? How much faith did it take, or you
Yeah,
know?
it of course it took a lot, but like you said, just the visions that God give us, man, just acting on them. I just, even after my fights, man, I had people coming up to me and saying, "Man, like, bro, if you want to do this, God is gonna provide a way for you to do this. Like, you got it." So just even stuff like that, just random people saying certain things to me. It's just, it takes a lot, man. Just trusting Him and just trusting what He's showing you.
Okay, you currently fight at in the strawweight class, or
Yeah.
what is that? Flyweight,
Nah, that's
or
that's two classes. Yeah,
yeah,
so
explain that to me,
strawweight
because
is 105.
okay,
So because it's hard to find 105 pounders here in America, I've had to fight up. Like, this fight that I fight next week is at 112. So
okay, and what
yeah,
what class weight is that?
that's flyweight.
It's flyweight.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
so are you comfortable with,
Yeah, yeah.
do you see any difference in your speed from going from 105 to 112 flyweight
Well,
division?
just the weight cut is a little different. Like, with this 112, I can make 105 easy, but I can make 112 really easy. So yeah, with the weight cut, it's a little easier because that weight cut to 105. Like, I'm super strict. Weight cut to 105, I am really strict. Uh,
So that means you won't be having no donuts with us.
nah,
Dang.
after
Okay.
probably after the fight. But yeah, that weight cut to 105 is just extremely strict. Like, this one is strict too. But yeah, just really just a weight cut because I really won't know what it feels like, because the fight I had at 105, it ended quick. Then, just see how this one goes, because we stepping it up in competition, which I'm excited about. I'm really excited about. I'm excited about that.
Uh, with that straw weight and that
Yeah,
flyweight class is really dominated by Hispanics.
yeah,
So how do you see yourself, or how do you feel that you're going to insert yourself into this weight class and stand out?
yeah. So yeah, those that 105, 108, and 112. Yeah, it's dominated by Hispanics and Japanese, out in Japan, the Japanese guys. And for me, like, you don't see African Americans fighting at that low of a weight class, so I stand out anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they be like, who is this guy? He's African American fighting at 105, 108, 112 pounds. Like, we gotta pay attention to him, see what he's about. So just that alone, just me being who I am, fighting at that weight class, I'm already a standout. I'm already marketable. So, and I don't fight like the typical little guy. They go in there and just try to throw a lot of punches. Nah, I'm an actual boxer. Like, I'm slick. I move
Okay.
my head. I throw my jab. You know what I'm saying? So I stand out on that too, because I don't fight like a typical small guy.
Yeah, if you look at a lot of those flyweight or strawweight fights, it's like they in there just
Yeah,
going at it like the old school, like
yeah, yeah,
punching
yeah,
punching
yeah,
robots. It's like, well, okay,
yeah,
somebody's gonna get tired and somebody's
yeah,
gonna eventually fall out because yeah, you ain't gonna have no win, my boy.
yeah, yeah,
So the fact that you go in there with a different mindset of actually, boxing with technique, you believe that will help you stand out from the
yeah,
crowd.
yeah. And I just like, and I'm starting to believe that too and own up to it. But somebody told me I had the it factor. I won't drop any names, but he grew up around Sugar Ray Leonard.
Okay.
It's like, bro, you got what he got. You got the it factor. Like, people don't even have to know anything about boxing. They can just come watch you, and you just, you got their attention. You just got the it factor. So I just honestly believe I just had the it factor.
Okay. Okay. It's
Yeah,
Shawtime out here.
yeah,
Man, so you have a fight coming up July 1st at
yeah,
Old Smoky Moonshine Distillery in Nashville.
yeah.
Uh, who is your opponent and how have you had to train to prepare for this opponent, for this
So
match?
it's a guy from Tampa. It's a Puerto Rican guy. It's not a lot of film on him. That's the hard part because this his pro debut.
Mm,
But he's coming with a good amateur background. And yeah, it's not a lot of film out there on him. So we just make sure we stay in shape. You know, just make sure we stand strong, and yeah, just trusting in what we train to do. That's pretty much it. And just mentally staying locked in. That's just kind of how I'm preparing myself because I really want to get to see what he does until that bell rings. So that first round, really want to get to see what he about until that. But like I said, I'm excited because I've been wanting to fight guys that are coming to win, guys that say they coming to win, guys that say they can beat me. That's what I want to fight. That's what I train. That's who I train to fight.
so do you feel like since there is not a lot of film on this guy, do you feel like that is a disadvantage to you, or how do you prepare for someone you don't even know
Yeah,
their
yeah.
technique or how they come in from the last fight they
Yeah,
had?
I mean, we got word of like his fighting style, so we kind of going by that, but we really just going by what we know we can do, what we know I can do. You know
Okay,
what I'm saying? That's what we standing on is what I can do. Like, yeah, we got word about how he fights, which cool. I'm gonna keep that in my mind, but I know what I can do. So, like I said, I really want to see his get a good look until that bell rings, until that first round. But like I said, I know what I can do.
okay, we going for the KO. Or we going for the
If
TKO.
if
What,
if,
what
if
we
it's
going for?
if we want to force it, if it's there, we'll take it. But we just trying to, we just trying to go in there and put on a good show, and I'm just trying to prove to people that you put a real guy in front of me, I can still perform. I get better opposition, the better I get. So
Yeah,
that's why I'm excited about this one because the first four fights, people seen a glimpse, but they haven't seen what I can do. You know what I'm saying? And it's just all about putting yourself in them positions to where you gotta prove how good you are. That's why I'm excited because now I'm putting myself in a position where it's like I'm talking to myself saying you got to show yourself what you made of, and this is the only way to do that.
right. And with that, man, like leading up to the fight, the months, the weeks, the days
Yeah,
now,
yeah,
what have you been doing to prepare for this fight?
man. Bro, I've been practicing my victory speech at least 10 times a day for the last couple of weeks.
Okay.
Just speaking it into existence, and just been watching a lot of motivational videos, and I started reading a book, The Alchemist.
Okay.
Started reading The Alchemist just to get, some motivation. But yeah, just locking in, practicing my victory speech and motivational videos, and just like I said, staying locked in, just speaking, positivity over myself.
Okay. So when you get that dub, You know,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Shout out to Donuts with Doe
Yeah, yeah,
podcast, man. You
yeah.
know, down there in Murfreesboro. Yeah,
Yeah,
nah, man. So you have this fight coming up,
yeah,
and you know, sometimes you hate to look into the future. You want to really direct all your energy into what you
yeah.
have in front of you. But what's next after this win?
Um, I'll just have to see what the team which direction the team wanna go. So, like I said, it's a couple of guys that I'm already, I'm looking at, but like I said, I'm kind of just, staying zoned in,
Got
locked in.
got to finish your breakfast
Yeah,
first.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I'm still like I'm looking at those guys. So I'm like, I gotta take care of this one first, and we'll see what's up after this one.
Man, with the sport of boxing, you know, I felt like kind of took a dive in, you know, the excitement and the fanfare for a
Yeah,
while until, you know, here recently with you know, you got people like Tank Davis, Earl
yeah,
Spence, Bud Crawford, uh the Charlo brothers, you know, even heavyweights like Tyson Fury.
yeah,
Um, so it's an exciting time to you know watch boxing, and
yeah,
you know we see the back and forth on Twitter between Bud and Errol
yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff like
yeah.
that. So how do you feel that the brand of Ryan Shawtime Shaw will be added into the likes of those individuals that I just named?
Uh,
And that might be a couple years from now,
yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know. But how do you see you fitting in that? You know, bringing that type of excitement to the strawweight and
Yeah, see,
flyweight.
that's the thing because a lot of those weight classes don't get a lot of television time. You know what I'm saying? They're not fighting on like not getting a lot of pay per view fighters in those weight classes. So that's the goal, man, to be a standout in those weight classes and put those weight classes on the map. You know, it's good fighters in those weight classes. Like you'll see them mentioned on Instagram and stuff like that, but it's not as big as like the Errol Spences, the Terrence Crawfords, the Tank Davises. It's not as big as that. So that's my goal is to bring that type of excitement to the strawweight division, to the light flyweight division. You know what I'm saying? That's the goal, and I know I have what it takes to do that.
Okay, okay, man. And so you know, during your downtime between fights,
Yeah.
what do you do? Is there any community involvement? Are you, you know, active in any other sport or anything like that? What do you do during your downtime?
Downtime,
Or
man.
do you even
Honestly,
have
I
downtime?
haven't I haven't had downtime in a minute. So I told myself I got to take a weekend trip somewhere. I just got to, get out of Nashville, possibly get out of Tennessee, and just
Boy,
kind of just
you got
just
to.
yeah, just let my mind just rest my body, rest my mind, and just enjoy life. Because I really I haven't had any downtime like that. Just to be honest, I haven't. So I don't even know what Imma do what I do in my downtime because I haven't had any. So, yeah, it's
Wow.
been a constant grind, man.
Okay. Let me go back a little bit and ask, because we see athletes now and their dad is present on the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
sidelines, like you had John Morant's dad
Yeah,
and Cat Towns' dad
yeah.
during the playoffs. How big a role has your dad played into the sport of boxing or what you do now?
I mean, it's just because this is new for him.
Okay.
Like, this whole experience is new for him. It's new for everybody, because nobody saw this one coming, not even me. So, just seeing him show up and kind of learning the sport as I fight is cool. Just it's
So
really cool. Just seeing him text me about like if it's a fight, a pay-per-view fight, just seeing him text me back. I'm thinking about ordering this. Even if it's an old fight, I'm just like, it's still cool to see that he's starting to take an interest in it now that
right.
I'm doing it.
So is he like typical black dad? Is he be like, "Hey y'all, come here, man. Let me show you. Look,
Yeah,
look,
yeah,
look,
yeah,
look at my
yeah,
boy
yeah,
right
yeah.
there.
Yeah,
What you see that? You see that? I told him that right there. That left hook. That me. Boy. I used to.
Nah, but I know he shows people at his job and he'll post it on Facebook and people see it there. So, but yeah, he's supportive. Just like, all my other family, they supportive too.
Hey man. Well, man, we're gonna cut to a segment that I like to call Doe's Half a Dozen. And right now we don't have a sponsor, but it's coming
Yeah,
soon.
yeah, no doubt.
Um and half a dozen is just it's I guess like a category game of give me your top six of this particular category that I
All right.
select.
All right, bet.
So I mean,
Bet.
since you a boxer, you got them hands. We're gonna go with the your top six boxers that
Top
you that
six.
that inspire you, or maybe your top six athlete. Let's go with top six athletes that inspire you.
Top six athletes that inspire me. I'll go Muhammad Ali.
Okay, from the great state of
Yeah,
Kentucky.
Muhammad
Yes.
Ali. Uh, who's next? So I got Ali, of course, Kobe. That mentality.
Okay.
Uh,
Mamba mentality is a nice
yeah,
mentality to
yeah,
inherit.
yeah. LeBron, because he played through adversity, man. He played through so much adversity. What's that? Three.
Yeah,
Uh, Here recently, man, Klay Thompson seen him come back off those 2 years out.
I think it's some light skin bias going on here.
Just seeing how
Clay Thompson,
yeah,
Clay Thompson,
just seeing how Klay
old
Thompson.
tackling folks. Clay Thompson losing my hat, my championship hat on the boat. Clay Thompson. But anyway,
Seeing how he came back from those two injuries, that perseverance, that staying committed to the vision, man. Seeing him do that was major for me.
okay.
Uh, I got two more that inspire me. Uh, that's a good question because I feel like I have more people out. Nah, I'll say Ray Lewis.
Ray
Cause his
Lewis.
passion, but he was.
But bruh, how you gonna say? How you gonna say? How you gonna say Ray Lewis? And you
But
intend your
I was
title.
watching.
Did
I was
you
watching
if
the
you ever
rivalry between him and Eddie George, and he was like man, his desire for his craft, man. I gotta go with Ray Lewis.
he yeah. I'll let you have that one.
Yeah, yeah, I gotta go with Ray
That that
Lewis. I mean, I'm a
that hurt
Titans fan, but I
that
gotta
hurt my
go with Ray.
heart.
I gotta go with Ray Lewis because
But shout
his
out to
passion towards the game.
shout out to Ray Ray though. It's okay. I'll let you have
Uh,
that one.
and one more. This is a good question because I don't really think about a lot of athletes that just on a daily basis that really inspire me. One more. Uh, Jimmy Butler.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jimmy
So yeah,
Buckets.
Jimmy. So he grew up homeless, man.
Okay.
Grew up homeless. Then he played, at a JUCO. End up going to Marquette and see where he is now. So man, just stand down, just stand committed. Yeah, Jimmy Butler. That story. Yeah.
So you're inspired by the journey, the
Yeah.
adversity that he
Yeah.
faced.
Yeah. And
Okay.
Ali, just how he just Ali, you don't even have to say nothing. People know who Ali is, man. It just one of the biggest things for me was when I saw how he went to Zaire and how they embraced him. Like
Right.
he was from there because I'm real big with the Ethiopian community here, and they kind of
Okay.
do me the same way. They kind of embrace me, as if I am of Ethiopian descent, and it's
Because you
just
are,
cool.
but we ain't gonna get into that. But go ahead.
It's just cool seeing. Yeah, we are. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I'm Liberian, so
yeah, yeah,
not Liberian, Liberian. That's a
yeah.
little country on the yeah. Just do your Googles.
Yeah, but
Anyway,
just saying that and just saying everything he stood up for. And LeBron's the same way. Like he speaks on, you know, stuff that's going on in this world too. So yeah, those are my six that inspire me.
cool, man, cool. Man, so right now, is there anyone that you want to shout out before we wrap the pod up, man? Anybody that out there that's inspiring you right now? your corner men,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. Just the team, the people that sweat with me, man. My trainer, Harvey Jolly. My cousin, that's my manager Ryan Beatty, my strength and conditioning coach Tremaine Cook, and I mean my marketing manager, Capo. And
Capo with Small
yeah,
Axe
yeah. Well,
Company.
Capo is small X. Yeah, yeah. So man, I'm thankful just to have them step in and do what they're doing. They sweating with me, so I appreciate them investing their time,
And
investing money, and all of that, bro.
that sweat equity, man, is gonna
Yeah,
pay
yeah, it's
off,
gonna
man.
pay off. It's gonna pay off, and it's just cool, like that. I'm the driver. Like, man, my trainer was talking about. He was like, "I'm the mechanic, and you the driver. Like, you getting us to the destination. I'm just making
So
sure the
you a
engine is
NASCAR
straight."
driver, huh? We got NASCAR this weekend. It's going
is
down.
is that this weekend? Because
Yeah,
I was saying something about it, and I was like, "Is that here?"
yeah, man. Actually, it's out in Lebanon. My job is literally right around the
Oh,
corner from the racetrack. So this
I
whole week
think.
has been traffic and just everything going up. And I'm like, bro, like y'all really turn up for NASCAR
Yeah,
like
I
that?
think I
Like
know
just
what track you talking about.
to see y'all go in a circle. Like
That's what
how
I be
many
saying.
hours?
Um,
But anyway, I'm not
oh
knocking no
yeah, nah,
NASCAR
nah. I
fan. If
feel
that's what
you.
you
I
like,
be
if
I
you
be wondering the same thing.
you know,
Um,
but
ah,
I would get dizzy trying to keep, you know,
and what they
track
be
of,
doing, like 500 laps and stuff like that,
yeah,
bro. Nah,
Daytona 500. Like
yeah,
I don't
nah.
Alley 400. I think that's what's going down tomorrow. The
Man,
Alley
that's
400,
that's
the
a lot
Ally.
of laps.
Yeah, I don't see
I
myself.
don't. I get confused. Like when you in a certain place, you stop at the pit stop. When you pick back up, are you still in that place?
That's a good question. I might need to get somebody that works in the behind the scenes of NASCAR on the podcast to answer that for me.
Oh man.
Man, but before we get out of here, man, you got a quote in your bio. I don't know if this is your quote per se, but it says, "Fall in love with the things that others hate to do."
Yeah.
So, what are those things that others hate to do? 'Cause, I
It's
mean, I like to do a lot of stuff. I
it's
fall
the
in
it's
love with
the
eating, bro. I fall in love with podcasting.
it's the little things, the getting up early, like anything that gives you an edge over somebody. You know what I'm saying? That's you gotta fall in love with that. You gotta do it like, even if you hate it, you gotta do it. I heard Tyson say this. It's something like that. If you hate it, you got to do it like you love it. That's what separates you, man. Just falling in love with the things that people may not necessarily like doing. Like I said, the wake for me in my career, the waking up early, the running that extra mile, the sacrificing. I can't eat this because I'm cutting weight.
Boy,
Like
that takes a lot of
and
discipline.
the little
I'm a
things.
diabetic, and
Yeah.
bro, and you see the name of my podcast. It's called Donuts with Dough, and I can't even really enjoy donuts like that. I ain't gonna cry or nothing, but you know, I have to have some type of discipline. So I feel your pain and I
Yeah.
understand when you say you can't eat certain things because,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like I miss pizza right now. I
See,
miss
but
it a lot.
I guess if you eat pizza, you're gonna be slow and somebody gonna knock your head off. And if I eat pizza and eat donuts and continue, I might lose a limb. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, Ryan, it's been a pleasure
Yeah, I
having you
appreciate you.
on the podcast, man. And make sure
Appreciate
when
you.
you get that dub, you
Yeah,
shout
yeah,
me out,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
And
I got
when
you.
you end up on that big Showtime, boxing network, and
Yeah.
you're gonna see me on the sideline. I'm gonna have some brand new tea because
Yeah.
I think you said off camera you wanted to be, or you
Yeah.
said you want to
Dental
be hygienic.
hygiene. Yeah.
So
Gun
I'm gonna
dental
be on the
hygiene.
sideline. You're gonna see all my teeth. I'm all 32 on the sideline with my jury on like Stack Jack.
Yeah, yeah. I got you. I got you.
Man, but before we get out of here, we gotta give a huge shout out to Spread the Positive Network,
Yeah.
Trent Denson, Legacy Inc., of course, myself, Doe. Uh, and can you tell us where to follow you and how to get in contact with you if we want to, you know, get some type of photo op or anything like
Yeah.
that?
You can follow me on IG at Shawtime 94. I don't think that's any underscores. Can I check real quick?
Yeah, hey man, do your thing.
Okay, that's it. So Shawtime 94. Then Facebook, you can just search me at Ryan Shaw and you'll see me. But yeah, that's how you can get a hold of me. That's how you can follow me, be a part of the journey, see, just see what I do on a daily basis. I mean, it's nothing but boxing, but hey,
Hey,
that's all that matter right now.
it's
That's
motivation.
yeah.
Again, shout out to Capo at
Yeah.
Small Axe Company. Um, and going back to spread the positive, you can follow. You can, if you put your phone close enough to the screen, you can catch this tag and this QR code, and you
Yeah.
can follow. And if you want to follow the Donuts with Dough
Yeah.
podcast, you can follow me at Dough Nuts with Dough, with spelled out, not with the periods though, on IG and Instagram and on Facebook. If you want to follow my personal brand, it's at I am Dough
I
on
follow both of
Instagram.
them, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
bet. Okay, I finna say I know. I got you. Got
And
you.
you want to like, share, and subscribe to Spread the
Yeah.
Positive Productions, the network. What's the
I gotta make
IG?
sure I do that.
What's the IG?
I gotta make sure I do that. Let me make sure
Let me give y'all this IG real quick.
I think I got it. I think I got you right here. I'm finna follow it. Yeah, it's just spread
Spread
the
the
positive.
positive.
There we
Spread the
go.
positive on IG and on Facebook. Spread the Positive Network or STP Network, and you can get us. You can get at us. Donuts with Dough.
Yeah.
If you want us to pull up to your bakery and do a remote podcast, we there. All you got to do is hit the line, hit the inbox. We there. Anyway, that's a wrap. Like
Yeah,
again, thank
appreciate
you
you.
for coming down to
Thank you.
Murfreesboro and,
Thank you,
and
man.
politicking with us, man. And
Thank you.
man, we look forward to that W on
Yeah.
July 1st
July
at,
1st.
where's the
Old
fight at
Smoky
again?
Moonshine Distillery, downtown Nashville, in the backyard. So I'm excited.
Yes, sir.